have one more coming. We have another minute. So if you have a chair that is wood or is not very friendly, it might be a good idea to put like a little towel over at the edge of the chair if in the past it bothered you, right at the edge. And I want to mention one thing, because we do focus, almost everything that we do focuses on a whole body engagement. And what you have to remind yourself that we all have our own habits and patterns in the body. So the mindfulness and being present and really always being curious how your body is responding, or are you really engaging the muscles even though you think you are? So I was just playing earlier, and as much, and I've been doing this for a very long time, the nerve system, some of those habits we have, it's so ingrained you don't even realize that you're doing them, and they create problems over time. So if we, for example, we're going to be doing some different things here. So we will be doing today side plank on the chair and on a block, okay? So if you do here, and then you start to notice your low back wants to take over almost every time. So that's the moment for you to tighten up the belts a little bit and really engage your glutes. The inner glutes, the lower glutes, your mid glutes, your upper glute. All right, so we will be here. So that means everything in the body has to work. All right, it will be that. And then we're going to be doing the foot forward. You can just stay here, but fire up those glutes and squeeze your inner thighs, or you're going to extend the leg underneath you. This kind of side plank is, now here is the time where you might get fatigued, and now your shoulder's going to collapse. Now you lost your core, you lost your glutes. You have to push. And for some of you, maybe today, it just means that you're here, because that allows you to create the building blocks to where you need to be. It's not the end result, it's what happens on the way to what we do that highlights where you need attention. Okay, so don't ever get frustrated. Oh, well, I can't get all the way there. That's okay, because your growth is not at the end. Your growth is where you feel the disconnect. I cannot emphasize that again, because that's how you're going to get stronger, not by going to the end, but going through the B, C, D, E. A and Z is really just to give you an idea of where you are in that space. So here we are. We're going to get started with the chair, with the noodle. The noodle is going to go right on your sacrum, and your feet are going to go through the back of the chair, if you have that. And then eventually you have your band. You're going to loop the band over your thumb, look, but that just, we're going to be up and over your head. Okay? So don't get started with that. Just put your feet through the chair. Yep, everyone is on mute. That's good. And now you want your knees and your hips to be aligned together, give or take. All right? Now lift your hips and put your noodle right on your sacrum region, the hips. And then wiggle your hips, make sure you feel comfortable. If you feel your legs, it's hard for you to hold your legs, go ahead and push the edges of the chair with your legs. So they might be just slightly wider, but at least you're resting your ankles to the edge of the chair. Get settled in there. Now bring your band and then loop your thumb on each side and open your fingers. Take your arms over your head. Notice where you are. Feel free to wiggle your hips a little bit. And maybe even doing a little hula hoop, like you're skipping your rope over the noodle, but you're not lifting your hips. And notice that you always want to go the same way because you're ignoring the other side, and there's a reason why. So now see if you can loop the opposite way for you. And then relax. Allow yourself a couple of breaths to arrive. Relax your knees, relax your hips, your chest, your elbows. There's no pulling on the band, it just creates a frame for you. And now breathe into the shape of your body. And ever so gently, just press your noodle. Not trying too hard, you're just going through like the B, C, D, E softly. And then maybe you do a little hula hoop again. And try mindfully to go the awkward way from now on. Always the awkward way. Then you create balance. Good. Bring your palms all the way to your knees. Soft. Take them up and over. Spread your fingers. Soft and slow. Back and forward at your own pace. Notice every step of the way. You're also hydrating your joints here. And if you feel a little stickiness, shine a light where that stickiness is. And the next time your hands are forward, bend your elbows and move your noodle now towards your low back. Your glutes will be in the air. Shimmy your hips right and left. Sway your hips. Your hands are still on your, down by your belly, yeah? And then do a little hula hoop the awkward way, the awkward way. And then rest, take your palms over your head. Press the edges of your chair if it's necessary. And now relax your knees. Use your breath. Breathe into the shape of your body. Every breath, notice if there is a pause. Your belly is bulging, your ribs expanding, but there is calmness in your body. Press the noodles softly and gently. Keep your glutes off the floor. And now bring your palms forward and back. One more time. Good. Bring your palms forward. This time lift your hips. Take the noodle a little higher now. You're right at the lower ribs. Your glutes and your low back are off the floor. Sway your hips right and left. Go slow. Press the noodle and then sway your hips. And now drop your hips down to the floor. There's a little back bend here. Take your palms over your head. Press the noodle, press the noodle. Little hula hoop. The awkward way. Breathe into the awkward. Keep your hips down. Bring your palms forward and back. Now your breath is deeper and it's longer and you're moving slow. breathe. Now lift your hips and press the noodle. Breathe and feel. Slowly bring your palms forward. Lift your hips all the way. Move the noodle out of your way. And now move the chair. Push the chair a little bit with your feet. And now take the feet right inside of your legs. Move your hips slightly back. Take the noodle out of your way. And now look at your knees and your hips. They're aligned with the edges of your feet. Take the Pilates ball to your left hand. And now we're going to keep those knees upright. That's why we're pressing the feet inside of the chair. Keep your hips aligned. The movement is just from your ribs. Take the ball with your left hand, lift your ribs, and pass it over to the right. But keep your left knee upright. Pass the baton and come back home. Inhale. Keep your hips grounded. Right palm up and over. Notice which side has more range of motion. Lift your chest up. Pull the right knee to the right. Slowly pass the baton, come back. Lift your left palm up, inhale. Up and over to the right. Keep breathing. One more time. Pass the baton, come back. Right to left. Slowly release and come back. Very nice. Now, bring the chair a little closer. Dig your heels on the chair. Knees over your hips, ankles aligned with your knees, palms alongside your body. Flex your feet, toes towards your knees. Press your right heel more than your left heel. Gaze upright, lift your tailbone. Lift your sacrum, lift your low back. Keep digging the right heel more. Engage your lower glutes and lift an inch. Engage your mid glutes and lift an inch. Engage your upper glutes and lift an inch. And notice what the right side. Now here is a chance. Are your glutes really active? Hug muscle to bone even more. Nothing in your low back. Core active, glutes active, inner thighs active. Lengthen your tailbone, lower down. 1, 2, 3. Straighten your right leg. Bend your knees, inhale. Widen your collarbones, frontal ribs are down. Dig your left heel a lot. Through the left glute, lift your sacrum, so a tailbone, sacrum, low back. Keep digging the left heel, engage your lower glutes, lift an inch. Engage your mid glutes, lift an inch. Ooh, engage your upper glutes. Keep breathing here. Fire up those glutes more than you think. 4, 3, breathe 2, 1. Lengthen your tailbone, lower down. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, straighten your left leg. Wiggle your hips a little bit, maybe your ankles, and feel. Bend your knees. Listen carefully. Left foot on the floor. Align your feet. Look it up. Spread your toes. Inhale. Press both feet to wherever they are. Lift your tailbone. Lift your sacrum. Lift your low back. Keep breathing here. Fire up those glutes and lift a little higher. Lift your left hand over your heart, strong. How is the left leg doing? Are you really engaging those glutes? Lift your right palm up. And now close your eyes and notice, are your muscles firing up those fibers? And we're going from A to B, to C, to D. Keep going. And when you feel your low back takes over, fire up those glutes a little more. 3, 2, 1. Lower your hands, lengthen your tailbone. Oh my gosh, take that right leg, stretch it out. Take your left leg, stretch it out on the chair. Hands over your head. Hook those thumbs together. And now wiggle your hips a little. Okay. Right leg down to the floor. Palms alongside your body. Bend your left leg. Look at your feet. Align them in your train tracks. Toes are spread wide. Press your both feet. Lift your tailbone. Lift your low back. Sacrum, lift your low back. Keep breathing here. Dig those legs down. Lift a little higher. Hug muscle to bone. Notice which leg is sleeping. Keep firing your glutes. Do not let your low back take over. Widen your collarbones. Lift your right palm up. Notice your glutes again. Go deep into those layers in your left. It's not like we have 400 muscles there, but the fibers, the layers are getting strong and connected for 3. If you feel your left low back, fire up those glutes. If you feel your right side, fire up those glutes. Dig the heel for 3, 2, 1. Lower, lengthen your tailbone. Stretch out those legs. Oh my gosh. Fingers, hands over your head. Hook those thumbs. Wiggle your hips a little. Good. Slowly release. Hug your knees to your chest. Take your hands behind your hamstrings. And then straighten just a little bit, even if you're flexible. Actually, especially if you're flexible, and then bend. For some of us that are flexible, even hyper flexible, mobile, the knees tend to take over, and now you're straining and overstretching those tendons, you're losing mobility. So go in between and find something new, and bend and breathe. Hydrating that tissue. And just doing this type of work also in the back. The extra bonus is that you don't realize it, but you're also taming your nerve system to be okay doing less, because the magic happens, like I said, between the A and the Z. A lot of beautiful information here. All right. Slowly, slowly release it. So now that will be a test. For some of you that have some shoulder issues, that might be a little pinchy. You might feel pinchy in your arm. So you will put the noodle underneath your low back. Everyone, let's do that today. Let's put the noodle under your low back. And then bring your fingertips behind your head. Interlace your hands. Bend your left leg off the floor. Off the floor. Bend your left knee. Flex your right foot. And now here is the key. Elbows forward. Lift your chin up, and now pull the shoulders down. Press your head to your hands. Inner thighs are active. Dig the right heel. And now lift your chest and lift your shoulders, gaze up. Lift your left foot off the floor. Keep breathing here for 3, 2, 1. Lower down and rest. So that will be your modification if you have shoulder pinchment. Let's do the other side just like that. Bend your right leg, extend your left leg. Elbows in, shoulders down, lift your chin up. Lift your head just a hair and push your head to your hands. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your shoulders. Dig your left heel, lift your right foot little for 3, 2, 1. Lower down and rest. Stay here, or some of you that know your shoulders are okay, you're gonna move the noodle and then you're gonna make a diamond shape with your index finger and your thumbs, and they're gonna go underneath your low back. Okay? Palms are flat, find a little diamond shape. Keep your left leg bent, extend your right leg. Dig the right heel, depress the shoulders. Inhale, lift your chest, gaze up. Breathe, lift your left foot little. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, rest. Change your legs. Inhale, shoulders depressed. Dig the heel, flex your foot. Lift your chest up, chin up. Lift your right foot. Press those elbows down. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Lower down and rest. Oh, liberate your hands. Shoulder rolls. Rock and roll. Come all the way up. Okay. So, well, we've always been focusing on all over, but 3 from Dr. McGill is a professor that really specializes in spinal health. So 3 exercises that he said it's like you have to do regularly. You know, some of you that say, oh, I've done this and I've done that and I've done that. It always is, it's not what you do, it's how you do. And it's also how often you do, okay? So balancing things out. There's an art to knowing what to do, when to do, how much to do, when to rest, and when strength is important. But maybe before you do that, when your body is very dehydrated and stiff, you may have to give it some tough, like some love before you load it up again. So there's a lot of little variants that people don't see, and quite honestly, a lot of doctors don't either. They don't have that kind of training. So you need to be smart and educate yourself and find the right people that can give you that information, and then explore and see if it's helping you or not. Okay, so that was one of them. The other one, we're gonna do side plank, but today I'm changing it up a little bit. So here we are. You have a block. If you need cushioning on your block, please do so. And you have your chair. So take your left knee on the chair, and then your right foot is in front of you. Now, here is the thing. If you feel that one forearm is too much for you, maybe your right hand is helping you here. Why? Because the goal is to create those building blocks, So push the floor or your object to lift your body up. You're not collapsing down, you're lifting up. Squeeze your inner thighs like you have a block. Lengthen your chest so you don't compress your low back. And now, look at your block, make sure you're safe there. Extend your right leg. Fire up those glutes. And now breathe. You see, that allows you to feel where your body is. How is the left glute? Is it really engaged? How about the outer glute, the glute medius? Okay, here we go. Bend your right knee forward. Stay here and squeeze your inner legs, or now your left leg goes all the way out. Press the outer blade of your foot. Maybe you hold with both hands if you need to. Yes. Right leg out, yeah. Maybe just see where you are. Plant your seat. Lift your chest, lift that bottom glute. Keep breathing. Now lift your arm if you can. up to the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift. Press the outer blade of your left leg for 3, 2, 1. Drop your right hand down and drop your left knee down. Come all the way back. Take a little rest. Maybe sit on a chair if you need to. So, once again, it's the conversation that goes on. When you're doing something and you feel out of your comfort zone, that's your growth. Why? Did I forget my glutes? Did I forget a part of my glutes? Did I put too much weight on my shoulder? All those little things. All right, here we are. One more time. Left forearm, lift your chest. Now focus on the bottom part of your body. We're firing up there. Now extend the leg. Keep engaging your left glute. Lift your chest up. Yeah, breathe. And now bend your right leg with control. Squeeze your inner thigh and stay here, or you're gonna take that left leg underneath you. Push the floor. Keep pressing the outer blade to fire up the left glute. For 3, breathe 2, fire up, go deep into your bone. Gaze down, grab your chair, drop your knee and have a seat. Ay, 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 okay, here we are, good. Give yourself a massage over those glutes and all. So you see the chair allows us to bring the floor to us, so it's accessible, and now you're creating more awareness of where you are. Massage, massage, massage. Okay, side B. Knee under your hip. Take your forearms down, bring your left foot forward. Now front lower ribs doing a crunch. Bring them down and in, and now lengthen your chest. Extend your left leg out, fire up those glutes. Lift your palm up. Lift, lift, lift from your glutes, lift your chest. Keep engaging that right glute, keep engaging the left glute. For 2, 1, bend your left leg in front of you. Squeeze your inner thighs and lift your chest, stay here, or extend your right leg, press the outer blade of your right foot. Your right toes coming towards your knees. Now lift your body off the floor. Lift up, up, up. Lift the right hip towards your left inner thigh. 2 and 1. Look down, bend your right knee. Come back, take a little rest. Breathe. Last one, here we are. Take your forearms. Left foot forward. Lift your chest up. Lengthen your chest. Shoulders strong. Ribs strong. Lats are strong. Extend your leg. Fire up the right glute. Fire up the left glute. Lift your palm up. Again, notice your inner glutes get lost. Squeeze your inner glutes like you're holding a pencil with your butt for 3, 2, 1. Bend your left leg. Squeeze your glutes. Stay here or extend your right leg. Lift your chest up. Lift your bottom thigh up. That's it. Good. Muscle to bone. Toes to your knee for 3 and 2 and 1. Gaze down. Bring your right knee down. Have a seat. Yay. Take your feet on the block. Take a moment here. Massage, massage, massage. Good. Find your band. And now take the band over your right leg. So rest your left hand with the band over your left knee like so, and then give yourself enough band with your right hand. The band goes under your right leg. Now, let me move this up so you can see better. For now. Okay. So now what we're doing is we are trying to mobilize the shoulder blade, okay, to glide over the ribs. So your right hand goes up. Do not put the ball between your legs so your hips are even. Good. Give yourself enough band. Grab the band from your top. And now you're gonna lift it all the way up by your ear. Lift your shoulder to your ear, which usually I tell you not to do. And now you're reaching to the top of the tree. Reach to the top of the tree. Keep breathing here. Now listen, bend the elbow just a little. Little, like you wanna do a cactus and you change your mind, not too much. And then push it up again. Front lower ribs are down. Lower down just a little. Lift and hold. Lift up, 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 up. Yes. Lower down just a little. Lift it up again. Up, 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 up. Lift to the top of the tree. Lower down just a little. And now cactus your arm. Breathe here. Lift 1 inch. Lower 1 inch. Lift 1 inch. Lower. You might hear some adjustment. Lift 1 inch. Lower. Lift 1 inch. Lower. Take a little rest. Shoulder roll. Good. Okay, now we imagine we have a weight in our hand. So you're making a fist with your hand. Why? Same movement, different experience, different texture, and also layers of your tissue. So now make a fist with your hand. Sit right up, so shoulders over your hips. And now imagine you have 3 pounds in your hand. Push it up with resistance. Push, push, push to the top of the tree. Lift, 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 lift. Remember, we're trying to elevate and depress that shoulder blade. And now lower down a little. Keep your elbows straight this time. Take your left hand and hug those right ribs. Lift to the top of the tree. Breathe, 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 breathe. Depress the shoulder. Keep your elbows straight this time. Lift it up. Breathe, 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 breathe. Now bend the elbows, small cactus, small. Push it up with your weight. Nothing is noodly. Little bend, pull. Pull again. Pull again. Pull again. Stay here. Bring the hand in with control, like you're squeezing a ball, and take it out. Push it in with control. Take it out. Stay here. Internal rotation. Bring your forearm like you're doing, you're pressing a ball. And now external rotation, you're putting a band. Your eyes in that shoulder joint. And now in and out. One more. In and out. Take a little rest. Shoulder roll. Turn your nose right and left. Okay, now listen, before we go to the other side and something else. You're gonna make a fist. This is if you have neck issues, wonderful. Even if you don't and you're on the computer a lot. So you're gonna make a fist and imagine you have 2 or 3 pounds with your hands and you're gonna put them under your chin. Shoulders go back and down, and now the tongue, the tongue goes to the roof of your mouth and you're pushing the palate. So find those little fists under your chin. Shoulders back and down, tongue to the roof of your mouth. Lift your chin 1 inch. Keep pushing your hands. Keep pushing the roof of your mouth. And now resist your tongue to your hands and your hands to your chin. Press, shoulders going back and down. Slowly relax. Yeah. 1 more. Inhale, tongue to the roof of your mouth, shoulders back and down. Lift your chin just 1 inch. Keep pressing the palate. Now resist. Release it and let it go. Shoulder rolls. Hopefully you're starting to feel that your back body feels a little more free. Okay, less congested. All right, now take the ball down for a moment. We're gonna take the band over the right leg. Move your block forward a little. Core is active. Right over the right foot and a pull back. Keep breathing here. Front lower ribs down for 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Halfway. Inhale, turn your palms up and now lift up. Lift up, lift those elbows, lift. Breathe, front lower ribs down. Depress the shoulders down for 3, 2, 1. Lower, 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 and lower. Palms in, inhale. Exhale, pull back. 3, 2, 1. Release, release, release. Hold. Turn your palms up. Lift your chest up. Lift your mid back. Lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, lower, lower. Turn your palms in. Inhale. Exhale, pull it back. Lift your chest tall. Notice if you're collapsing into your low back and you lift your mid back up. Bring the palms forward, turn your palms up, inhale. Lift your elbows up, 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 up. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Lower and rest. Shake, shake, shake your hands. Let go of the band. Let's go of the band. Today is Ritz-Carlton treatment. You don't even realize how amazing this work is for your body. It really, really is. Okay, one more thing we have to do. If you have winged scapula, some of us have a shoulder blade that is not sitting properly on the rib cage. Many of us, it's like if you have scoliosis, that could happen. But regardless, here we are. We're gonna take your left hand right around your front ribs. Your right hand goes behind your head. Your elbow is aligned. That's your starting point. Now inhale, imagine a band around your elbow. And now the elbow is, you're pushing the band back. Lift your chest tall. Front lower ribs are down. Bring your lower shoulder blade towards the spine. Keep breathing here. And now just come back to your starting position, not forward, just neutral. Inhale. Exhale, pull it back. Pull, 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 pull. Lift your chest tall. Breathe here. This you can do while you're working in the middle. Traffic light. Wonderful work here. Open, bring to neutral. Inhale. Pull the band. Pull, pull, pull. Range of motion. This puts your shoulder joint into its neutral position. Notice how you're getting a stretch in the front of your body as well. 2, 1, slowly come back, liberate, rest. And you might feel that you feel a little more stable there. That's my goal for you. Okay, side B. Here we are. So under your left leg, give yourself enough bend. Over the right foot and find your bow between your thighs. Bring the block under your feet. Now, all the work we just did earlier is to remind you of your mid and upper back. They're stabilizing you, not your low back and not your neck. So lots of light in your midsection. Here we are. Turn your palm down. Inhale. And now we're going to reach to the top of the tree. Push to the top of the tree. Push, 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 push. More, 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 more. Yeah, allow your band to be a little bit stiff so you have somewhere to go. And maybe you need more. I want to see that elbow straight. Yeah, give yourself a lot of band, Cindy, there. A lot of band. Now breathe into the stiffness. Lift that shoulder blade up. And then come down, bend the elbow a little. Inhale. Exhale, reach and reach the top of the tree. Each side is different. Sometimes it takes a few times. Don't be surprised if you feel that in your hip. Lift up, 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 up. Bend the elbow a little. Here we are. Inhale. If it's challenging, shine extra light because celebrate that. Your body tells you, I need this. Lift up a little more. Bend. One more time. Lift it up. Reach, 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 reach. 3, 2, 1. Bend, 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 and lower. Let it go. Shoulder roll. Okay. Now we pretend we have a weight in our hands. Make a fist with your left hand. Reach up, 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 up. Keep reaching up. Keep your elbow straight. Depress the shoulder. Pull the shoulder blade down. Glide it on your ribs. Lift it up. Lift, 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 lift. Lower. Ooh. Lift, 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 lift. Depress. Last one. Lift, 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 lift. Bend the elbow a little. Bend the elbow a little. Bend the elbow a little. Breathe here. Bring your palm in. Push it out. Push it in. Push it out. Push it in. And push it out. Internal rotation, push down. Wrist aligned with your elbow and then external rotation, push back. Push more than you think. That's it, Kathy. And down, 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 down. Push it up. Last one. Down, down, down. Push it up. Release, take a little rest. Woo! Wow. Okay. One more. Take your hand behind you. That's your neutral. Lift your chest up. Find your bend. Pull back. Pull, 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 pull. Left hand, Kathy, left hand. Pull, 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 and bring it neutral. Not too much forward. Front lower ribs down. You can even grab your hand right in front and now pull back. Pull back, pull back, pull back. 3, 2, 1, bring it in. Last one. Sorry, I'm going too far, you see? And then pull back, pull, 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 lift your chest. Lift your chest, lift the crown of your head. Pull the bottom shoulder blade towards your spine. Come back in and rest. Oh, okay. Shoulder rolls. Take a little elbow, like give yourself just a hug here. Grab your shoulders, pull your shoulders down. Turn your nose right and left. Right, left. Right and left. And now change it up. Right and left. Okay, now get rid of all your toys for a moment. Stay where you are. I'm gonna come closer to you so you can see me. You're gonna take your left hand to your collarbone. Left hand to your collarbone, and then pull that collarbone down. You'll start to feel a pull through that sternocleidomastoid. Now your right hand over the left. Open your mouth and draw the bottom jaw out like a fish. And now turn your nose to the left. Go slow, lift your chin up. You may even feel it inside of your ear. And now either you do little yeses or little smiley face. Or you just stay still. Keep pulling your bottom jaw out. And then you can just open and close that bottom jaw. Slow. Slowly drop your chin down. Turn to the middle. Release it. Ah. Shoulder roll. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do this. It feels really weird, but it's amazing. Bring your right. There's going to be like a little triangle right behind that clavicle. That, yeah. Okay. So here's how you're going to get your 2 fingers inside the triangle. So first lift your shoulder to your ear. Okay. Now take the back of your fingers towards the bone. That's the best way to say it. Do you feel it there? And now you're trying to hook those your fingers in there as much as you can, and then you're gonna lift. Oh, go slow and then lower. Keep digging. You're creating more and more space until your arm might get straight. Slow, go slow. Breathe, create space. To this area, we have those nerves that come from the cervical and thoracic, and they go all the way down where your fingers are, all the way to your armpit and feed down the arm. So this is wonderful work. Also towards your shoulder blade. You might even feel it traveling. Lift up, 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 up. Not too much up if you feel like it's all congested. Okay, try to get the elbow, shoulder to your ear first. Then you can get your fingers even deeper and then go up. Ooh. Yeah. Breathe in there, breathe in there. Okay. Release it. That's when you have a crazy teacher. Ay, ay, ay. So that's wonderful work you'll see. Whew. Elbows forward and back. Okay, Cindy, here we go. This is for you, Mama. Left shoulder. Oh, we didn't do the right. Thank you. Right over left, right over left, left over right. Pull the collarbone. I already feel it in my ear. Draw the bottom jaw out. Turn your nose to the right. Lift your chin slow. Yes. Or a smiley face. Or you stay because it feels more than enough. Or you close and open the bottom jaw super duper slow. Notice where the B, the C, the D, that's your growth. Okay, turn your nose, release, shoulder rolls. Ah. Okay. Fingers, two fingers, peace fingers, left hand. No, right hand. All right, shoulder to your ear first. Shoulder, 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 bend the elbow. The left one. Yep, lift your left shoulder. Now hook your fingers to the back of that bone. Okay? So the bottom part of your fingers is going towards your shoulder joints. Find it there, find it there, find it there, find it there. And now you might lift. Little. Don't rush, keep pressing your fingers there. And then create more space. Get inside of there, inside of there. There's a little triangle. Try to hook your fingers in there. And then the arm. The key is to create more space in that triangle. So maybe even your elbow is bent to your ear and then you get deeper there. And I feel this all the way in my left hip because it's connected. Celia, did you do your left arm? Yeah. You did? Okay. So we're doing the left shoulder now. Yeah, lift the elbow first, like so. Lift that first. You see, the hand is down. Hand is down. Cindy, look at me. Yeah, push your hand down first. Push your left hand down. Lift your elbow up and stick your fingers there. Now you lift. And then wiggle your fingers a little. Massage those fibers in there, little. And if you like a lot going on, lower down, release. If you feel like a lot is going on, that's your homework, okay? So remember, first lift your shoulder as you dig those fingers in. See? Then you stick your fingers there towards your shoulder joint, like that, then you lift up. And the second, the third time, you'll start to see, take a break and come back. All right. Now take your right hand and grab your neck. And now pull the left fingertips towards the heel of your right hand. Okay? Pull. Turn your nose left and right, ever so gently. There's a lot of resistance with your hand, and then you turn your nose right and left. Release it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Change. Left hand over the right. Grab your neck. Dig your fingers in there. Squeeze, squeeze. Now pull your fingers towards the heel of your hand, towards the elbow. Pull and then turn right, left, right. Gaze forward, release. Oh my goodness, wonderful work. Let's go ahead and hydrate all of that beautiful work. We're gonna graduate to the floor. I'm gonna put this down. So now we're gonna need our block, the noodle, no chair, and your Pilates ball. So let's be on the left side. Take the noodle under your left thigh. Scoot your leg back. And now we're gonna take, some of you might need the block. The Pilates ball, now we're gonna hydrate those pecs and the armpit. There's a lot going on in the armpit. This is gonna feel really good. So that you wanna be above your breast and towards the joint, the front, the seam here, the pecs and the armpit. So it's gonna look like this. Take the ball on the left side, right in between your chest and your over your armpit. Now scoot your hips down without moving the ball. Okay. Some of you might need to rest your arm on the block. Most of us will not need the block. And then you're grabbing your left upper arm with your right hand, bend your right knee forward. And now scoot your left leg back. Okay, now look what you're gonna do. You're gonna roll over that ball. Over the ball. Press the ball. That's the most important thing, is put weight on the ball and then roll side to side. And then maybe you rest your head or your left ear on your arm. And now just let your body sink in there. No muscles, but dead weight. You're crashing into your noodle, into your ball. And I use your breath a lot. Today's work was equivalent to probably 6 PT classes, quite honestly. So now breathe in, you did all the beautiful work. Press that armpit, shimmy to the body, to the right, the chest. See if you can get under the armpit and then go back a little. Once in a while, we activate, press the noodle a lot and press your ball a lot and then come back and rest. Rest your ear on your arm. Use your breath as the power. And when you notice your mind wants to go and fidget, come back to your breath, come back to your light, keep sinking into the ball, and you'll get there and you'll feel way more. Another option, bend your left leg very slow. And then lower down very slow. Wiggle your tushy in and out. Now listen, we're gonna exchange that. Come all the way up. You're gonna put the ball right under your left hip. It's not even touching your navel, your belly button, okay? So you're on the left hip bone on the left side, you'll feel it. And then from there, go inside towards your pubic bone, okay? The noodle goes the opposite way now, under your left pecs. Just change it up. You can rest your head on the noodle, bend your right leg and walk the right knee forward, roll over the ball and come all the way towards your pubic bone. And breathe and feel. Breathe into your low back. And dome your body around the ball. And then once your tissue starts to sink into the ball, you might start to feel your little hip bone there, the ASIS, that's where that bony sensation there. The one major muscle originates from there, the TFL, that's a deep major hip flexor. So now you're opening your hip as well. Press your belly down. Stick your tushy in and out, the left one. Now come to your forearms, rock up and down that ball. Gaze down, just come to your forearms. You can even put a block under your head if you wish. Even the toe setting if you need it. And then go up and down the front of your thigh. Bend and straighten your legs slow. And now we're gonna come all the way to the left side. This time we're gonna put the noodle right above your knee. Scoot your leg as far back to the left as you can. Rest your head on the block like so. And now take your right knee over the ball. You can straighten your right leg like so and then glide forward and back. If you don't feel the noodle, lift it up a little. You can bend your knee and then straighten, rolls forward, right and left. And you might feel like bump, bump, bump. You're breaking into those fibers. That's not a bad thing. And then breathe into your low back. Remember, move slow and put a lot of weight on that noodle. Once in a while, you're doing a hula hoop. You're trying to free your bones inside of your skin. Feel free to bend and straighten your left leg ever so slowly. And when you notice there's a lot of work, that's your homework. Wiggle your ankle, release any tissue that needs to be released. And slowly come up and go to the other side. Take the noodle under your right thigh. Walk your body all the way to the back of your mat. Find your noodle under the right pecs and armpit. And now without moving the ball, scoot your hips down so you feel the length. Good. Now from here, bend your left leg. Grab your left hand to your tricep and then rest on your arm or on a block, and then roll side to side over the ball just to awaken and activate those fibers. The more weight you put on the ball and the noodle, the more you're going to get to the deep layers. You can turn your right heel right and left if you want to benefit from the bottom. Each side is so different, so notice what your body shows. So your armpit is like a hidden treasure there. There's a whole bunch going on. If your armpit is free, you'll find that your hips are free, your shoulder blade is free, your shoulder joint is free, your neck and your chest. And now we're going to change it up. Take the ball, move the noodle out of there. Take the ball right under that hip bone. You're not touching your belly button. And I take the noodle diagonal under your right chest, and rest your head down there. If you need a block, do so. And now roll over the ball. Stick your tushy in and out. Breathe into your low back. Press the ball as you're moving. As you're moving, you're putting weight on the ball. And then slowly come all the way to your forearms. If you need a block under your head, go for it. And now roll up and down that ball. You can do little circles and then up and down. And go also towards your pubic bone, toward the center of your lower core, your lower ab, below your belly button. And then little massage over that hip bone. Lovely. Slowly release it. Find the block for a pillow. Take your noodle this time right above the knee on that same side. And now bend your left leg over the ball. Walk the right leg back. And now you can roll forward and back. Your leg can be straight, it can be bent. Also, you can bend and straighten your right leg slowly. If you go too fast, you're going to miss the B, C, D, E. So if you do this type of homework, this is like a mini workshop. If you want to create change, you have to spend way more than a minute, because only at minute 5, for my experience, your tissue just starting to figure itself out. So oftentimes, like after a minute we leave, you never go to the problem. You understand? So you say, well, I've been foam rolling, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. Maybe not long enough to get to those layers. So sometimes you have to be here minimum 10 minutes. And you'll know how amazing it feels when you pass the 5 minutes. Then your body starts to feel like it's opening. And then you hit another layer that is very stiff and it's going to be difficult. You breathe through it, and then you into another layer. Feel free to bend your leg. You can even grab your foot a little bit gently. Gentle. Use your breath. Bulge your belly. Liberate your leg. Come all the way to your back. And now we reset. When you do this work, you always come back to your back. You reset your spine. Take the ball under your mid-back. We'll start with the mid-back. Okay? If you need a block under your head, go for it. Lift and lengthen your tailbone. You can even put the noodle under your hips. Now take your hands behind your head. Inhale, open your heart. Do a little back bend here. You can shimmy your hips a little. Or drop your knees right and left. Go slow and deep breath. Slowly come up. Move the noodle out of your way and take the ball down to your low back. All the way back, open your arms, sway your hips right and left. Go slow, stay on the left side or the right side and let it travel. Hold your belly and hold your breath. That's how you do it. Stressing the tissue, and then you just observe, see where it's going. Even if it's a little uncomfortable, try to be courageous enough to see where it's going. Unless you get lightning, like we don't want that. And then the other side. Press the ball. Good. And now just lift your hips and take the ball down to your hips. Massage side to side. And now you're gonna do like you're hopping over the ball with your hips. You shift up, lift your tushy up and over the ball, lift and go over the ball. Up and over. And now side to side. Wonderful. Lift your hips and move the ball. Lengthen your tailbone. Stretch out your legs and feel. Open your mouth. Exhale through the mouth. Ah. Take the ball to your chest. Give it a hug. Like a little teddy bear. And allow this ball to be filled with light and let it resonate and travel through your heart center to every cell in your body. Breathe deeply. Relax your shoulders. And now bend your knees and take the ball right towards your forehead and towards the hairline. And now palms flat on the ball. Press the ball towards the front of your skull. Front lobe here. Press it down. And then lift. Press it down. And lift. Press it down like a little ping pong. Pressure. Release the pressure and go to different places along your hairline. And maybe towards the crown of your head and little circles. Oh, feels so good. That's a part of your back line. And you can go even towards the back, crown of your head and back. Towards your left ear and right ear. Shimmy your hips on the floor. Release. Put my glasses back on. And then roll over to the side and come up to a seat. Oh my gosh, okay. Palms to your heart center. Take a moment to really cherish this time. How lucky we are. How lucky we are to be able to do this beautiful work. With all the aches and the limitations, this is a gift that we don't take for granted. Please make sure that you drink and put something hydrating in your body because we did a lot of work today. I hope you enjoyed your practice. I hope you feel good. Namaste. Before you go, I will be out this Sunday and next Tuesday. This Sunday, if you want to do a class, send me a text and I'll send you a class for Sunday. Next Tuesday, Kelly, the Teachers at Fitness Partners, does a wonderful work. If you want to do class with her on next Tuesday, she's willing to do it. Please make sure that you sign up by Monday at 5. They have to have at least 3 people to make it worthwhile. So by 5 o'clock, it's always good to change and see what other teachers can offer you. So remember, next Tuesday, if you want to do Kelly, sign up by Monday at 5. And this Sunday, if you wanted to do a class, just send me a text and I'll send you a recording. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be back a week from Sunday and then that following Tuesday. Thank you. Bye-bye.